Let me use my phone to check that. Oh, yes, we are live in the Grants to Traction Mastery. So it's been an intensive 4 days. Good afternoon, everybody. If you're joining the live video, we just ended the 4 days Grant Readiness Workshop, and it's been an exciting opportunity for me because I found out that I had a lot of experts in the group, people who are specialists in their field and all of that, and it's been a learning experience for me too. So we're here. A couple of people have gone back to work. So the few of us left in class day 4, I would be sharing our experience, takeaways from these 4 days, how you feel about the process, what are you going to be doing going forward as we get back to our organizations. Also, what are we doing with regards to the action points that we had on a day-to-day basis. So my dear friend Ayo will go first. Ayo from Girl to Queen. So you just introduce yourself and just tell us how it's been for you.
In fact, it's been 4 impactful and insightful days for me. In fact, it's like coming to school, going to class to learn. And I've had knowledge of NGO management. I didn't just come for grants writing. It's like giving me an overall of what NGO management should be. So for me, it's going back to the drawing board on our structure for reformation, role reallocation, letting each person know what their responsibilities are, and then we take care of accountability, reporting. When it's not reported, then it's not done. So we need to take into cognizance, putting everything on paper and documenting properly. And then the grant proposal writing is the icing on the cake for me. So that means I can access funds now, because I know I have a lot to do. And I've been cracking my head, how am I going to achieve this in 2022? Friends have tried to help, but I know we are yet to get to even half of our budget. So I know with this, we are going to be able to make a lot of progress. Thank you very much, Coach Shoki. I really appreciate this session.
You're welcome. Well, I've been on this journey since last year. Jump start. So this year,
this time we are running.
Yes, $5,000, $10,000. You must apply for them. So thank you for joining again, and you've been on this journey with me for a while. I really do appreciate it. So, Ojugo, so it's time for you to share with us. Your mic is muted, so you're muted.
Okay, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. I can relate with what Basil has said and with what Ayo has said. You know, when Basil said that this is very, very practical, I told you the same thing yesterday. You know, I've taken so many courses, but what made this one difference, first of all, is hearing from a practitioner who, you know, you've peppered the whole experience with your own personal experience. So there's nothing that drives home the message like that. Then also to add to it, you know, unlike a lot of the courses, you know, we find online, we have similar context in terms of locally, you understand the landscape, you know, so you're bringing it home. We are over here in Nigeria, you understand the challenges, you know, we face. You understand the mindsets that are limiting. So it just made everything so relatable for me. I've also, it's been more than a proposal, because we know when you hear, oh, grant making, proposal writing, it's very easy to think that what we're going to spend our time doing is writing the proposal. But what you have done is basically take us to the foundation, the groundwork we need to do to build that organization that can attract funding and run accountably and transparently. And I think that's the most important thing. So just like Ayo said, it's been like an NGO management course. We're looking at all the structures we have to set in place, systems we have to put in place. That one, in fact, I think you've just added, you know, Jara for us in addition to what we paid for. So I know that this will not be our last interaction. I've already gone and tried to join the group, so please approve my requests.
Okay, yes, I will.
I'll be coming to pick your brain more because there's a lot. Yes, but I feel empowered, which is, you know, for me, finishing a training and feeling like, yes, I can now do it. You know, I have the skills. It's not like, oh God, this is just theory. How do I get started? You know, you've broken it down, you know, to very, very practical steps that can be taken. So I'm really excited. I feel empowered to, you know, set my organization
so
on the right.
refreshing.
Yes, thank you
See
very
me
much.
smiling from ear
God
to ear.
bless you. For all those who are listening that haven't signed up for the course, hurry you. I don't know what you're waiting for. When is the next one? Please
It's a
sign up.
match. I
Sign
think
up.
it's a match. It's a monthly class. I want to ensure
Oh,
that
great.
more
Please
people
sign
can
up.
get
Oh, I mean,
on a
this
month-to-month basis.
you won't regret it. It will be the best
Wow.
money you've spent.
Investment.
Really.
Yes.
Thank
You for the generous compliments and really sharing. Because from what everybody is sharing, I'm also able to improve on the delivery. Now I know people want practical steps. We don't want all your PhD. Don't show us that you have all the information. Show us the road. What do I do today? What do I do next? And that's why I always like to have these review conversations. Thank you for that, Ojugo. I really do appreciate. And so Mrs. Peters, who happens to be my namesake, I'm also a Mrs. Peters. My husband's name is Peter. So thank you, Sherry. Thank you for joining the session. So here's where you get to share with us from the beautiful coastal state of Bayelsa. All right, so you can unmute yourself and then share. Okay, your mic is open now, so you have the floor. I think you're a bit frozen, should be a network problem. So Abimbola, you're still here. Kindly open your mic and your camera.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
It has been everyone rather. And I'd like to say it has been very innovative. It has been very interesting, very, very educative, and it has really given me this. I used to, like I said earlier, I used to have this fear that how will I go on? How will I even start to talk with this project and these things I'm listing? They are too much for me to handle. What if I don't have a board of directors? You understand all those fears? Right now, I feel much better. I feel like I can do it. I know how to get persons to work with me. I know how to set up structures now. I know how to do a whole lot. Writing grant proposal is even the least of all. It's even the least of what I got. Yes. Wow. Yes, that was even the least of all my challenges because I have to know, I have to get the NGO running first. I have to put things right first, and every other thing will follow. So far, as I stand now, I am sure that I can do a whole lot on my own. Interesting. Wow. I can do a whole lot. Yes, I'm sure I can. I know I can achieve much more than I even thought I could. So I'm very happy I was here. It has been fun for me for the past 4 days. Even if it's just leaving my office from 10 to 12 to even rest while watching this video, man, it has been fun. I've had a nice time. All right, thank you so much. And those little babies are screaming on the background. Our regards to them. Sorry about that. Thanks. After each video, I normally have like an hour meeting with my board, at the end of the day. Yes. Wow. Interesting. Yes, towards the evening. Yes, of every day, to update them on what I have learned. Okay. And how we can put it to work. Yes, we do that, and we're still going to do that today. At the end of today. So thank you very much for having me. You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me. I will say it was worth much more than 24,000 naira. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. So Abimbola, can you just open? If it's not the border, you can actually open your mic and your camera to share. Who else has not shared? Mr. Felix, would like to hear your voice. Would like to hear your thoughts from this 4 days going forward. So you can just pop open your mic and your camera to share with our friends in the group, our Facebook group, Grant Traction Mastery. We have over 970 people in there that are also benefiting from some of the content that we share towards getting organizations ready. So who's next to share with us? Mr. Felix, can you hear me? Felix, Abimbola have not shared. Okay, so while we wait for them to prepare and share with us, Basil, okay, by the time you were sharing, we've not started streaming when you were sharing your thoughts with us. So you have 1 minute
Basil, you have 1 minute to share your thoughts with us. Just open your mic and then share with us 1 minute your experience from the 4-day session.
What I would tell everyone out there who is listening or who will listen later is that this is the best place to get knowledge and skills, practical and process for NGA leadership and management. There's no other best place to get it. Look at the module 3 is very, very good place to reflect. Look at the structure. The structure is telling you about the people, the categories of people, the board, the staff, the volunteers. Then look at the pillars of policy, which is very good. Then the procedure. Now, I'm able to understand from the procedure, which is the standard operations, why and how companies function without the funders and even go global. So this course is more than 50,000 naira.
Yeah. So, you know that's the original price and discounted.
Yes.
50%.
Because I have paid for courses, I have gone for courses. I always, half of my money goes to my wardrobe and half goes to my learning process. Every other thing is secondary. So anybody who wants to run an NGO, this is the best place to come to. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. All right. Okay. So thank you, guys. Is there any other person that is willing to share? Because some of us were in the field, we're not able to open our cameras. So is there anybody that's willing to share now before we just call it a day? Oh, yes. Abimbola is back online with us. So you can unmute yourself and just share your experience with us for these past 4 days. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the session, but I hope I'll be able to get the videos to sit down.
Yes.
If you notice, I was almost not going to pay for the class because I knew that I have a project on hand.
Okay.
And it's a family project.
Oh.
So my husband had taken his leave to be able to attend to the project, but the project didn't start because other people were involved.
Okay.
So they delayed us. By the time he had gone back to work now, so I had to stay in for this thing. So, but I think sincerely, the little time I had stayed, going, they would call me, I would leave and all of that. It's been insightful, and I want to say thank you for what you're doing. I think you are doing a very great job.
Thank you.
But I'm one of those that, so the thing about me is, first, I'm passionate about this thing that I'm doing.
Okay.
But sometimes, you said we must look at the problem that we are solving. We must ensure that there's a problem to even be solved.
Oh, yes.
So, and I also look at, so if there are other people that are doing what you're doing, but definitely they cannot cover all the communities. For example, I live in Yapa. In fact, my house is very close to Makoko. A lot of people are serving Makoko community to ensure that, children get education.
Cool.
But where I focused on was Ebutemeta. Okay. And my passion is, I feel the education those children are getting is not, and you see them after secondary school, they just turn to thugs and all of that, and they are part of people, because at the end of the day, even if you take a particular problem, it can escalate to, a child that is not receiving education properly, at the end of the day, they are the people that will fuel political thugs, political violence in Nigeria later. So it's a lot. In fact, the area that I'm now even interested in is in families' involvement in their children education.
Wow.
Because I see a lot of these people that if a parent, even as bad as Nigeria is, if you get involved in your child's education, that's the reason a lot of people pull their children from public school to put them even the list of private school. Those ones that are like mushroom schools as well. But they will not put them there, even if it is anything they can learn. The parent will do that because they are involved.
Yes.
you know, in a school where we were served, where we served before, because I've not really done much since COVID, but before COVID,
Okay.
do you know that the headmaster of a primary school, a new headmaster was posted to this public primary school? So he saw that in the morning, almost all the children would have these big sweets, you know, sweet that has, the head is as big as my fist like this, in the morning. And so the headmaster now gave an order that nobody should bring sweets to school in the morning. Again.
Okay.
Sometimes a lot of them will develop by afternoon, they would have this tonic, that someone will tonic them and all of that. Do you know that the people, the petty traders around that community, they gathered. They came to the headmaster. The headmaster just said that they just knelt down. Like 4 women came to his office, they knelt down. They started begging him. So he was confused, he was afraid. He was like, what happened? They said, please, sir, you said the children should not be buying sweet from us. What are we doing? Hey, I said, but if that is driven from the home, like, how can I give my child a sweet to be? Do you understand what I mean? So those eventually, this is even is one of the projects, like family involvement in education. But then I look at myself, I'm like, is it passion? Can I solve this problem? Is it advocacy? So clarity is one of the, or should I continue to take my own baby step along the way? I will find, you know. So sometimes I look at it and, you know, so.
All right. So thank you for sharing. So you're going to receive definitely, because I noticed you were on and off at times, so we're calling for your attention. So you're going to receive the replays, and then you can email the questions, email your thoughts after you've gone through the replays. So thank you, everybody, for joining me these 4 days. Funny enough, about 14 people signed up for the class, and some of them had to tell me, most of them that are lawyers had to say that because of court sessions in the evenings, they'll go through the replay. So we had 14 people for this month of February. So next month again, the Grant Readiness Workshop would go live. So you can invite your colleagues, your friends, your co-leaders, who you know that are really passionate about the vision they carry, and they need to build the capacity to be able to drive that, to lead to impact. At the end of the day, what matters is how we are able to influence change, how we are able to change our communities, how we're able to improve the lives of the population we're serving. It's not about us. It's not about the activities we are fascinated about. It's about change, how we are driving change and results on the ground. So thank you, everybody. It's been an exciting 4 days. Thank you to all our audience members in the group. So you have ample time to plan to join the session for the month of March. Yes, we're going to get all of the videos. So have a wonderful weekend and stay blessed. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.